Hello and welcome everybody, I'm Bavarian and today I want to talk to you about the absolutely massive update that has been released for the already incredible mod, Godherja, The Dying World. I will tell you about the new features, fixes and advances and give you an exclusive look into work in progress features that you will soon be able to enjoy. If you have been following the channel then you will have already heard about the mod, but if you're not yet acquainted with it, check out the videos I have done on Godherja already. The links will of course be in the description. The mod, as it stands, is the most extensive fantasy total conversion for CK3 and had an incredibly impressive release at the end of 2020. Now, Pink Panther and his team behind the mod have decided to push it even further. So without any unnecessary introduction, let's take a look at what is and what will be. The map of the mod has seen a major adjustment in the form of simply becoming bigger. One of the biggest complaints after the initial release was the fact that many provinces on the map were seemingly squished since the province density, especially in the core region of the former Empire of Avasarinas, was insanely high. The map files have now been enlarged so that navigation, vassal management and army movement are more accessible. Additionally, the mod team has also worked on some visual enhancements on the map, such as a new paper map that once again depicts the magical waylands that stem from the seat of Ersanon, his tower, and from his corpse. It is important to note that these waylands do not simply exist as eye candy, but instead give active modifiers to the regions they pass through. The result of this is that powerful mages can wield their magical prowess much more freely as their magic generation is enhanced, ultimately resulting in a fearsome tool that their enemies should be worried about. The team has also taken the time to add the major roads of the world onto the map to give players an understanding of the most important regions and their population hubs. We can also find some beautiful asset work in the form of, for example, the Tower of Ersanon. The tower, once the seat of the powerful god and creator, has since become a ship graveyard, seemingly protected from intrusion by some strange and very old magic. What you will also be able to find on the map are a grand addition to this living world, Metropolises. The gigantic cities of the world, at the time of this video 11 of them, most importantly of course Oraispol and Aziopoli, the western and the eastern capital of the empire, have been transformed into Metropolises, gigantic cities with an incredible potential. These gigantic cities can be true centers of the world if you are willing to pay an absurd amount of money. Some of them, like Aziopoli, seeing as it was destroyed when Ace-Grace, the Lord of Ashes, unleashed his powerful magic, are in a ruinous state, but give you the chance to build them up, exactly to your liking when you are able to afford it. No longer are the big cities just another county. Now they can truly shine and become the seat of the conqueror of the world, your seat. Once a district has been restored, you will also gain access to unique buildings that can further strengthen your grip on power. This addition is simple, straightforward, and moves the balance a bit further into the direction of building tall, a welcome move in Crusader Kings. The team has also placed various additional special buildings all over the map from which you can learn lore and receive strong benefits. The remnants of the civilization that once was, and all those that came before it, can be seen everywhere on the map now. Most importantly, however, I want to point out that there are many of these special buildings, but not all of them have received their assets yet. While those are hopefully coming in the future, for the moment I would advise checking the document created by Bommelom, a member of the official Godherja Discord. Both the Discord and the document will be linked in the description. The document will tell you the barony names of each special building so that you can simply search for it in-game and then tailor your roleplay around the stories these buildings tell, if you want to conquer them. And believe you me, the lore these buildings contain is immense, further establishing Godherja as the go-to original fantasy world of Crusader Kings that pulls no punches in all its cruelty, harshness, and depth. I highly recommend checking them out if you want to learn about the mod's world, a world that I personally believe to be the most ambitious one in all of Crusader Kings 3. The last issue that I would like to bring up related to Godherja's map is that the dangerous fog that threatens all life on the world now actually spreads. You can choose whether it does, where it goes, and how fast it moves in the game rules to get ready for any playthrough for your desire. Survival in Godherja is, after all, not bound entirely to your dynasty prevailing under normal circumstances. When the world is ending, nobody will remember your family for whatever you did, unless you prevailed through that as well. Now, let's move on from the map and talk about some other great additions and changes. A big one, most certainly, are the newly added bookmarks. They don't just come with amazing art, but also bring great character descriptions that introduce you to the different regions of the map without having to read up on some lengthy article outside of the game. You can now learn what the chaos of Chevalier is all about, the motivations of the great wave of Shavoki barbarians that have made their way into the core of the former empire, the natives of the southern continent, and whatever remains of the Avasarians and their close servants. The main bookmark that is now nicely framed by the new bookmarks of course remains The Dying World, which introduces you to all of the highly impactful and relevant characters like it did last patch. I urge you, especially if you are new to the mod, to check out the lore of characters within the region that you would like to play in. The more backstory you are aware of, the easier role-playing will be, and that is, of course, still very much the heart of this experience. The devs of Godherja have now made it remarkably easy to learn more about their world as you go, seeing as they have added one of my favorite features in all of Crusader Kings, an extensive system of connected tooltips. You can simply crawl your way through lore whenever you feel like it. Do you have no clue what it means when the magic system talks about living, dead and mixed magic? Simply check out their tooltips and you will immediately understand. It is an incredibly extensive system and I truly recommend checking it out whenever you can. Speaking of magic, however, the release version of Godherja already had a glimpse into the magic system, but said system has not just been overhauled with this patch, it has been expanded massively. You can now properly and reliably use the many spells available to Magi throughout the world in all their different flavors. A valuable addition to this system are the court Magi, available to any realm that does not forbid magic as a whole. You can utilize them to educate your magically talented children, to cast spells even if you are not a Magi yourself, and most importantly, of course, simply to brag when talking to rival realms about how your court Magi is better than theirs. Magic as a whole in this mod is an incredibly intricate and advanced system, and I urge you to check out the mod just for this, if nothing else, because it truly showcases what is possible with CK3 GUI modding. Not only is the approach to magic in Godherja original, seeing as the different schools are entirely unique among its fantasy brethren, but it also comes with a large variety of spells in each school of magic, a mana storage currency, and an easy menu to access it all. Godherja is living proof that the days of long lists of spells as we know them from CK2 are gone. This magic system is excellent in its own right, but also clearly depicts what we can expect in other upcoming mods. If you have any questions, the legendary Bommelom that I mentioned earlier also made yet another extensive document that explores the ins and outs of Godherja's magic system. The link is, of course, in the description. Please take note that you do not have to read this document to understand how to deal with magic, but it certainly can help. This new version of Godherja also introduces a revamped artifact system, which you can use to acquire many artifacts in different ways, to gain modifiers and learn about the world's lore. While the artifact system was originally created by the Godherja team, the now implemented system was created by the team behind the Way of Kings mod, a mod that you should also absolutely check out. They have rewritten the code, cleaned it up, and delivered a system that can be used by the Way of Kings mod itself, and as you can see, by other mods as well. As a normal CK3 player, I would like to thank the team behind Way of Kings for their approach to modding, for Godherja is clearly significantly better off with this system implemented, and I am certain that in the long term, many other mods will benefit from it as well. Godherja also implemented a couple of other mods, most importantly in my opinion the Bloodlines mod by Valatra. Various characters all around the world now possess CK2 style bloodlines that can be inherited, further deepening the connection of your chosen character to the world and its story. There are many other additions to the mod in this patch that you can explore yourself by playing or by checking out the patch note document linked in the description. But there's one more feature that is already implemented that I want to mention in this video before I quickly show off some of the top secret upcoming features. So, let's talk about ancient religions. The world of Godherja has seen many peoples rise and fall, and until now they were truly forgotten, their memory wiped away by the dominating and aggressive Bavarian Empire. But with this patch, these times are finally over. The Ancient Religions group brings some of the long-gone faiths back, which might, in the far future of this mod, even play a role, seeing as Pink Panther is not ruled out, eventually implementing an earlier start date, a tribal start date that would surely include many of the faiths that we can see now. Whether you would like to revive the Odiri, enemies of the Proto-Avasarians, the Stavronics, who worship the Archlich Sila Stavro, or the Orphekians, who brought the Avasarian autocratia to the brink of defeat, one thing should be clear. If you are interested in learning more about the lore of the world, there has never been a better time to play the mod and learn about it all than right now. Ancient religions, magic, and all of the amazing nested tooltips. Never has it been easier, and maybe never will it be easier, seeing as the world from here on out will only become even deeper. With all that being said, let's check out what Godherja's team has been working on since releasing the mod, and believe you me, you will love it. I want you to always remember, however, that what you are going to see here now is work in progress. It does not necessarily reflect the end product as it will be released. First, here you can see the initial redesigns of the magic GUI. While the interface already does a great job at letting you cast your devious magic, the new design is working on color coding, resorting its UI elements, and making it more clear what the lore behind your magic is, further pulling you into its world. Additionally, the team has been working on the implementation of Godherja. Godherja are powerful waves of magic that occur at seemingly random intervals. and change the face of entire societies by altering the personalities of those affected. The consequence can be seen right here. Don't worry, however, the player agency for these world-changing events is still very much respected, giving you the option to either accept it or reject it under great mental pressure. Another world event to be implemented are the Avalre shards. The moon of the world has been shattered into pieces when the Flotbrokna happened, the event that doomed the world. Such shards empower certain kinds of magic, potentially enabling you to unleash destruction onto your enemies. So be careful wherever they drop. It could either be in your favor, or it could end your life. These dynamic events that will differ from playthrough to playthrough are already amazing, but the team has also managed to add dynamic fog spread. Now, I already stated before in this very video that the fog expands already in this patch, but it only does so in gameplay terms. Visually, it was so far thought impossible, but as you can see, the fog will be taking over the map bit by bit, eating your hope and your life if you aren't careful. I am incredibly excited for this mod as it is in its current patch and as it is going to be, and I hope so are you. Make sure to go check out the mod's Discord, the Steam page, and the subreddit and Patreon by following the links in the description. Thank you all so much for watching the video. Go and check out the mod, go and check out the Discord, and go and check out everything related to the absolutely stunning modding scene in Crusader Kings 3. Now, with that being said, I would like to thank the members of the channel that are supporting this channel and making videos such as this one possible. Thank you very much, dear Barons, dear Counts, and dear Dukes for supporting the channel. And for the moment, I will see you later. Alligator.